Now, one of the things that we are seeing coming from Nio, many of you will know by now that they've been doing their best to cut down on cost. And this is being reflected or demonstrated for all to see, because even the way how they are penetrating the other markets or the new markets outside of China, we are seeing them penetrating them using partners rather than them going to open dealerships or open Neo houses, Neo stores in other countries, which is something that is so great. One of the other things that we are seeing that investors are not talking, or some investors don't see, is that when Neo is launching their products, did you realize, or have you realized that they've not been doing major shows that like what we've been seeing in the past or previously? Because if you check very carefully, some of them launches, like the 2024 launch of their cars, you will realize that obviously they were booking venues full of people, and then they launch these products or their products. But this year, something totally different. The launches are being done online, or the launches are being done at the Neo factories. I think the launch for the ES6 EC6 was done in Neo Park. Then there are others that also they've been doing online launches. This again shows us that of course Neo is trying to cut down as much as they can onto cost. They've reduced their staff, they've combined positions. These are some of the things that obviously we are seeing Neo doing in order to cut down on their cost. But at the same time, something that is exciting investors, Neo is also introducing new features on their own in-house built chips in their cars, which is one thing that is going to take Neo to get to profitability. Because in as much as Neo it's cutting down on cost, but they are making sure that their gross margins improve or increase based of what they are doing. And this is the secret weapon that Neo is using to getting to profitability. I mean, sales, like for Onvo, for instance, you will know that Onvo apparently has cut like 40% of their staff. Think like it was confirmed last month, but Onvo was still able to deliver the second highest figure in terms of deliveries last month, which shows you that in as much as they are cutting down on their operational expenses, but they are also making sure that they sell as many vehicles as possible. They are also making sure that they introduce features that are able to bring or retain or improve gross margins onto their cars. I mean, gross margins for Onvo by end of this year, it's expected to get to 15%. Gross margins for Neo in some of the models, it is expected, or in fact, to some of the models like the EC6, apparently gross margins are way over 20%, which one could think that is around 30%, right? For the ET9, we don't even want to talk about. And one thing for sure is that investors, we are going to see something completely different onto Neo earnings this month, because in as much as Neo has been cutting down on their operational expenses, they've also been improving their gross margins onto their cars, which is why the Neo CEO also came and said they are not going to participate into the price wars or EV price cuts that we are witnessing or seeing into China. Which this, my dear friends, is good news to the investors. This is good news to you and me, because we know that Neo's gross margins are not going to be compromised. Neo's gross margins, they are going to just grow and get to 20%, which is Neo's target for this year. And as they get to that one, you already know what is going to happen, and that is profitability will be in our midst. For Neo to get to profitability, as per what the Neo CEO said, they only need 50,000 cars, which 25 will come from Onvo, 25,000 will come from Neo main brand models. And with these 50,000 cars, they said they can achieve gross margins of between 17 to 18%, meaning that when you add Firefly onto the mix, gross margins can go to over 20%, which is something that for investors, this is what we want to see. This is what we cannot wait to see. And this, my dear friends, it's one thing that is making me to be bullish onto Neo. I mean, it's been a long time coming, man. I mean, yes, the share price has not been performing or doing the most, simply because the market does not want to take Neo net losses. The market does not want to they don't see Neo getting to profitability this year, which let's wait, let's see, man. Because even the president of Neo said profitability will come at a very fast pace. This is what he said. It will be more aggressive. When it comes, it's going to be more aggressive. And I think the strategy that Nio is using now, if they continue using it going further, the more they deliver, the more their gross margins are higher, and the more profitability will also be high. And who knows where we will be next year in terms of the share price this time. Who knows when Nio will be, but all we can do is cross our fingers to say that hopefully things go very, very well. I told you over the weekend that I'm where I'm at with Nio. Yeah, I am at that point where whatever I can get in terms of money, I'm loading, because I know one thing, and that is blue sky is coming. Some of you guys wanted me to disclose my average and all that, which my average, as I've been saying, my average is around I think $15.70, $15.60, somewhere around there. And by end of Q3, I'm expecting, or I'm hoping and wishing that, of course, I get by my average by that time should be below $10 or around $10 per stock, which will be so amazing, so great, because if I can get it to that, it will not only give me good returns, but it would have given me an opportunity to bring my average purchase share price down lower than where it was when I started buying Nio. Many of you that have been on this channel for some time, you will know that Nio is a company that I started talking about on this channel since, I think, July of 2020. And yeah, man, my average, I remember when I first started buying Nio, it was $12. That was my first time, or that was the first time I bought Nio. It was around $12, and my average was around there. And therefore, getting Nio now, my average to be below $10 or any figure below $12, it will be something very, very good to me. Because look, when Nio hit $66.99 back in 2021, I regretted honestly why I did not load more. But the opportunity that is here now is making me to realize that it's either now or never, right? Where I'm at is that even if I lose, I would have learned something. Regret is worse than failure, which is what I said on the video I did over the weekend. So me, I'm just happy, man. I'm excited. I like what I see. Nio is doing pretty interesting stuff, and to the new investors, I think this should motivate you to obviously remain long and strong, because these are pretty good, strong fundamentals that will take Nio to the next level. Blue sky is coming, long term will win, and those that are persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. It takes me some time to make these videos, and all I ask from you is to give it a thumbs up so that at least you can be notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. I'll see you on the next one, my dear friends. That is all from me, and God bless you.